How old are you and how's your health and what do you do to maintain your health?
I'm 23 years old,
You
and I'd say
young
I'm in the
buck? Holy
best.
shit, you're
Yeah.
younger than I thought.
uh, but yeah, I've been taking my health a lot more seriously the past like 3 months, I'd say. I started going to the gym pretty consistently. Beforehand, I would just like, I don't know, be conscious about what I eat and do yoga and all kinds of breath work and cold exposure and shit like that. But
Sick.
yeah, lately I've been lifting weights and trying to get my body prepared to take damage in the streets, which I think
Yeah,
is
dude.
essential for what we do.
I think it's like most people realize in their late 20s, they're like, oh, yeah, I should probably take care of my body, but it's good that you're ahead of the curve with that. That's great. What kind of lifting are you
Yeah.
doing?
Uh, just random shit. I don't know, picking different muscle groups every day and trying to get after it. I got a homie who's like a professional soccer player out here. He's one of my
Nice.
few friends from high school that I'm still in contact with. And yeah, he pretty much just started showing me the ropes on how to lift and shit, and we've been getting after it
Sick.
ever since the past few months.
Hell yeah. Good for you, man. Have you,
Yeah, it's
have
a lot
you
of fun.
noticed in the 3 months? I remember when I first hit the gym and started deadlifting consistently, my bunny hop went like a foot higher. I was like, holy shit. Like, I don't know if that
Damn.
applies to you because you can already pretty much hop as high as possible, but have you noticed it affecting your ability on the bike, the working out?
100%. That's really cool. You can see the tangible growth like that. But yeah, I would say it was like just getting sore and being able to ride at a high level constantly. Like on this last trip, we are pedaling around all the time in the
Yeah.
streets every day. And I don't think there was a single day where I woke up like, oh, dude, I'm so sore. Like this is going to be hard to get after it today. I was
Sick.
just waking up ready to get after it every day. So
How do you
definitely,
think you can prevent getting sore like that? I guess just,
uh,
working out like you said, but is there shit that you do at night? Like, are you still stretching and doing all the yogas?
not as much as I should be, but yeah, I aspire to. And I think breathing is a huge part of it. Just taking conscious breaths throughout the day at all times. Obviously, there's different practices you can do to, really get into it. But yeah, just conscious breathing while you're riding and everything too. Staying
Yeah,
hydrated,
dude. It's
simple
so
shit.
easy to forget to breathe while you're doing a trick. I'll be circling around trying something and then I like, oh yeah, I need to breathe and then like think about breathing. So if somebody is new to conscious breathing or just, breathing exercises in general, what would you tell them to start with?
um, it's hard to say what to start with. Maybe just setting aside a minute for something little, something easy that's attainable, and just picking a certain amount of time to follow your breath and to acknowledge when you inhale, note it as rising, falling in your mind, and just try to follow that train.
Huh. Yeah.
Just let all your thoughts go and focus on those.
Are you
But
counting as you inhale and exhale or like what is it? Yeah, what are you thinking about when you're doing this breathing?
usually just trying to focus as hard as you can on the sensation of the inhale and the exhale. But that's just like a gentle introduction. The steep path that I would suggest is the Wim Hof breathing technique. It's pretty complicated, but it's super powerful. And yeah, I can't recommend that enough. It's one of the most powerful things I've ever encountered in my life, and it's free to use. You don't need no chemicals. You don't need to buy nothing. You don't need to do shit but lay down and get high in your own supply.
I've never tried it. It's I've seen somebody talking about it or demonstrating it. Is it through the mouth, like that type shit, or is it
You
double inhales?
can.
It's
I try
probably
to
a bunch of
do.
shit.
You can do it different ways. Yeah, I try to do it through the nose and then out through the mouth.
Okay.
But it's like a very specific inhale you want to do. You want to do inhaling as deeply as you can, and then like a quarter or half of an exhale, and you do that for say 30 to 40 breaths. And then on the last one, you exhale fully, and on empty lungs, you hold your breath for like a minute to 2 minutes, and then you inhale deeply again with that same style of huge inhale. I would do it
Yeah.
right now, but it'd probably be an audio nightmare. And then you hold that on full lungs for like 15, 20, 30 seconds and exhale again and start over. And that's one round. And I would suggest, yeah, doing like 3, 4, 5 rounds.
Damn, I'm gonna do that. Thank you.
It's really powerful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've known about it, but I've never like been told to do it. So I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating. The way you do the inhales are obviously as deep as you can, and the exhale is like a quarter to half. So you're literally just flooding your system with oxygen.
Yeah.
And then after you flood it, you empty your lungs completely and then hold with no oxygen. And uh, it feels like all that energy just disperses out of your lungs and into every other part of your body. And if
Yeah.
you do it long enough, it literally starts to feel like each and every cell of your body is like coming to life and vibrating and
Sick. I like
fully.
the sound of that.
Yeah, it's trippy.
Yeah, trippy, just like I mean it comes up a lot, but the cold plunge is trippy. It's just
Yeah,
a magical thing, and like I guess it's the same concept of like oxygen but blood. Like it's your body pushing all the blood inside, and then when you get out, letting it slowly come back out, and you feel alive and super high on life. It's magical shit, dude.
yeah, supercharged. And it's pretty interesting. The dude who came up with that technique uh, figured it out through getting cold. And
Yeah,
he just noticed that you had to breathe differently when you're in the cold to survive. And then he slowly started taking that outside of the water, and then realizing it has all kinds of positive effects outside. So yeah, to get cold, I like to do that breathing technique beforehand, and
yeah,
it prepares your body for the cold way better than anything else I can think of.
for real. And it's kind of tragic, his story. Like, you know Wim Hof's story a bit? Like,
Yeah,
from my understanding, his wife died and he just needed to go feel something. So he went and jumped in freezing cold water. And that was the beginning of his journey. Is that right?
something like that. Yeah, I think she might have even committed suicide, and it was so hard on this system that he needed to figure out
Yeah, something
how to help people, how to cure the sickness of sadness in
of
ourselves or some
grief.
shit. So
Yeah, grief
yeah,
and anxiety. I just had a kid hit me up on Instagram like, hey, man, how do you deal with anxiety? And I kind of told him cold plunge helps a lot. And rigorous exercise and cardio always feels good. Um,
absolutely.
Cardio sucks while you're doing it, but you feel better afterwards. I prefer like weightlifting isn't so bad during it, and but you don't get the high. The runner's high is a real thing after cardio.
Absolutely. It helps a lot if you have a partner as well. It's
Yeah,
kind of hard to push yourself cardio wise when you're alone.
for real.
And
I wouldn't do it unless I had this class where I'm surrounded by moms and like middle aged women who are kicking ass, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get outdone by these ladies, you know.
hell yeah, that's a good way to do
They're like, it's
it.
not competitive, but in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking beat these bitches. That's
Ain't no way they're
terrible.
topping me.
That's right. Shut up, Karen. I got this. All
I can
right.
get to the manager faster than you can.
I'll race you to the manager. So reach the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed that clip. If you want to support me and the podcast, just subscribe and share the show with your friends. The full episode is in the description. So if you haven't, go check that out. It's also available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and wherever you listen to podcasts. And the goal is just to grow. So if you could share the show with your BMX homies, that'd be dope. Anybody that you know that is a BMX nerd and would enjoy this podcast, do me that favor and we'll keep all these clips coming and one episode every week. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.